Welcome into KCSN Live here, live from the KCSN World Headquarters. Well, KCSN World Headquarters here. Appreciate everyone hanging out, joining me. Thank you to the Campbell Cooks hopping into the chat first. Deshaun Hammonds, shout out. Thank you guys all for joining me. Let me know about the audio and everything like that. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I got the Blitz machine behind me. Got Blitz. We got some great signs back here. Look at the boss man, BJ Kissel. Kissing that Super Bowl trophy. Hit the like button for the boss man, BJ Kissel, kissing the Super Bowl trophy. Hit the like button for that as well. I'm hanging out here for the next hour or so. We got a lot to talk about on today's stream. I've been digging into the Chiefs pass rush, trying to figure out what's real, what's fake, are they elite, what all goes into that. I've been trying to figure all that out. And we'll talk about other stuff too, I guess we'll talk about other stuff. Drop in the comment section. Got questions? I'll answer them. If you got questions, I will answer them. I think that this is an interesting conversation to be had about the Chiefs pass rush. I think it's an interesting conversation to have about the Chiefs pass rush as I peruse my tweet notifications now to make sure we're not going to be missing any breaking news. I don't want to be missing any breaking news. You guys, I know you guys would keep me honest on the breaking news in the chat. I know you guys would. But let's talk about this Chiefs pass rush a little bit, guys. Let's talk about it. I do think... Hang on. I had to turn my power strip on so my computer would charge. I do think, guys, when we talk about this Chiefs pass rush, there have been some... there's some really good numbers. There's some good numbers when coming and looking at the Chiefs pass rush. George Karlaftis has been playing really well, numbers-wise. I mean, you guys, look at all this research I did. I did a full page of research for you guys on the Chiefs pass rush. You're not going to be able to read it because I write like a drunk toddler. But George Karlaftis has been having himself a nice little last 2 weeks. He has 15 pressures in the last 2 weeks. 15 pressures for George Karlaftis in the last 2 weeks. Jackie, welcome into the chat. I have a different soundboard today, guys. Different soundboard today, so I have some different sounds. I don't have... Let's see. This could be good. Welcome in, Jackie. Jackie, welcome in. No fart noises. I can't fart on anybody today. That's too bad. George Karlaftis, as I mentioned, 15 pressures the last 2 weeks, the last two games coming against the Giants and the Ravens. That's a pass rush... Paul, what's up? I won't fart on you today, dude. Paul, I promise I won't fart on you. George Karlaftis, pass rush win rate of 23.2%. That's pretty good. That's pretty good pass rush win rate these last 2 weeks. 15 pressures, 23.2% of his snaps he's winning. All right, that's what that means. George Karlaftis, pretty good. Pretty good. Daniel, thanks for joining me, dude. Daniel, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna start that. Pressure Nation would like to see these more guys get George home. Yeah, more guys than just George getting home would be huge. I'm gonna put the chat on the screen here. Oh, this is what we need, guys. I know what's missing. Chat, I know what's missing. I kind of felt like it was a little bit weird, and I know why it feels a little bit weird, guys. There it is. There it is, chat. The music. We needed the music. Now we can talk about the pass rush. Now we can talk about the pass rush because we have the music back. Let me know if you can hear the music in the chat. But George Karlaftis has been doing good these last 2 weeks. 15 pressures, pass rush win rate of 23.2%. He's tied with two others for a league lead in pressures this year, actually, with 22. That's impressive. He's getting some pressure. There's no denying that George Karlaftis is getting some pressure. That's good, guys. I don't want anyone to think that I'm not saying that George Karlaftis getting pressure is a bad thing. But I do think when it comes with these pressures with George Karlaftis, there is some context that is needed. There's some context for the Chiefs' defense that is needed. What is basically allowing George Karlaftis to get these pressures. I gotta give a shout out to Ron Kopp. Ron Kopp kind of put me out on this trail retweeted his tweet he made, yesterday. But there's some really good stats, some really interesting stats when it comes down to it from NFL Pro. Ron Kopp at Ron_Kopp. Shout out to him. You know what? Let's throw the tweet up there. Let's throw the tweet up there. This is from Ron Kopp here. Per NFL Pro, Karlaftis is tied with 2 others for the NFL lead in quarterback pressures with 22. I mentioned that already earlier. These are the top 3 and how many of their pressures happened under 2.5 seconds. Aiden Hutchinson with 4, Will Anderson with 7, and George Karlaftis only 1. Only 1 pressure that happened under 2.5 seconds. 2.5 is an interesting number because in 2025 I saw that number. I saw 2.5 and I said, okay, let me go look at the time to throw stats so far in the NFL through 4 weeks of play. Let's look at time to throw. Let's look at time to throw for these NFL quarterbacks through the first 4 weeks of the NFL season. And that median number, I went median instead of average. There's 51 quarterbacks that have a time to throw stat. This is per Sumner Sports. The median that I found there is 2.57. That's about the median time to throw. I think median is a little bit better than average in finding these numbers of, more relevant. I think median is a better use of that. 2.57. So just a little bit longer than 2.5, but only 1 of George Karlaftis' pressures coming under 2.5 seconds out of his 22. So 21 of his 22 pressures are coming longer than the 2.5 seconds. Lewis, thank you for joining us, dude. Welcome in, Lewis. Thank you for the compliment on the shirt. Scott, appreciate you. Megan, what's up, Megan? Yeah, Deshaun, you're right. Pass rush win rate is impossible to say, and you can't say it fast. If you say pass rush win rate fast and you don't do a little R, do a little W as an R, then I think that you're a genie and a witch and a wizard. Pass rush win rate. It's the last one. It's the rate that always gets turned into a W. Win weight. Pass rush win weight. Pass rush win weight. Pass rush win weight. He's tied for 12 in sacks right now. He has 3 sacks on the year, which is tied for 12th. The league leader, I think, is like Brian Burns and somebody else. I can't remember. We could do a research time on that real quick, probably, actually. It's like Brian Burns and boy, it beats me, man. Oh, here we go. I got it. Research time. Whoops. Research time. We got Brian Burns and Byron Young, both at 5. And then our buddy George Karlaftis is down here with 3, tied for 12. So Shazam said, any news on the Trey Smith injury? I did not. I was unaware of a Trey Smith injury. I was unaware that there was a Trey Smith injury. But on the pass rush, guys, I don't want to discredit what George Karlaftis is doing, because what George Karlaftis is doing is good. He's getting pressure. He's generating pressures. But I think there is some important context needed when talking about those pressures. The last 2 weeks, as I mentioned, pass rush win rate of 23.2%, 15 pressures, 15 of his 22 pressures have come in the last 2 weeks. What's different? What's different about the Chiefs' defense than it is from the first 2 weeks of the season? Well, one of the things is the secondary is covering a lot more. The secondary's been a lot better. The coverage has been a lot better. So that then in turn allows George Karlaftis more time to win, which he clearly needs more time to win. That's not a knock on him. He's a guy that's he wins the long game. George Karlaftis plays the long game. That's just how it works. That's how it rolls. But ipso facto, by the secondary and the coverage being better, it has made George Karlaftis more impactful for the Chiefs. What I think is really interesting, I dove in a little bit here onto some of the Chiefs' numbers the Chiefs' team numbers in terms of pressures, hurries, quarterback hurries, they only have a hurry on 2.8% of their snaps. That is second lowest in the NFL in terms of hurry percentage, QB hurry percentage. They have 10 sacks, 18th in the NFL, middle of the pack in both pressures and pressure percentage as well, just kind of in that 14 to 18 type placing. So they're middle of the road in all of those pressure numbers. But the factor of why Karlaftis has been as good as he has been and they've been able to get home, the blitz rate, which I was kind of surprised by this too. Well, actually, you know what? Let's flip back to this research time here. Let's flip back to research time because I think that this is interesting too in looking at team defense for the Chiefs. Let's scroll down here to the advanced stats. Okay, let's highlight the Chiefs here. The Chiefs are right there. You guys see them on your screen. I don't need to only show that. Blitz percentage for the Chiefs, they're high. They're kind of high in blitz percentage, right? They only have 47 blitzes, but it is high. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 in blitzes run. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th in blitz percentage. Okay, we know this about Steve Spagnuolo. They like to blitz. They like to hurry the quarterback. This is what I kind of shocked about. If you look at the hurry percentage, is what I was talking about with the Carolina Panthers, 0.8. They only get a quarterback hurry on 2.8% of their snaps. They only have 4 quarterback hurries on the year, which seems weird. Quarterback knockdown percentage. How do they have a 11.6% quarterback knockdown percentage, which is 5th in the National Football League with 14, but then a wildly low hurry percentage? I don't know. That's weird to me, guys. Sacks, as I mentioned, kind of like middle of the pack here. Pressures a little bit lower. Pressure percentage, I mean, kind of on there. Missed tackles, they're towards the bottom of the league, which is good. You want to be low in missed tackles, which I guess you'd want to sort descending. So they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th in missed tackles, which is good. Good in terms of that. And, you know, they haven't allowed a lot of points. So defensively, their numbers are good. What I've really been impressed by is one of the big reasons I think that this is working pressure-wise. I think what this is indicating when you look at the pressure numbers, what has been good for the Chiefs defense as of late, it's been the coverage. We talked about the coverage. Noah Williams has been an absolute dog, guys. Noah Williams has been actually insane. He was the Kansas City Chiefs' leading PFF grades getter. He was the highest graded player. I guess you could actually use the real words and not just my words. Highest graded player from the Kansas City Chiefs win over the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, that's not nothing, guys. That's not nothing at all. I mean, look, he's been playing incredibly well. He's been playing incredibly well. Him and Leo Chenal, the 2 highest graded Chiefs players on PFF. And Noah Williams, I looked up the stats. I looked up some of the stats. Noah Williams only has allowed 2 completions on 8 targets for 10 yards. He's a dog, guys. Noah Williams is a dog. Jackie says, I was late on Noel. Now I'm in. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Trey Smith just got banged up in the game. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard anything. I don't think... Are they at pressers right now? Let me look. Let me see if the Chiefs are at pressers currently. Be happening pretty soon, I think. It's Wednesday? Yeah, it should be Reed Mahomes Day. Let's see what we got. Oh, no, not yet. Not yet for the Chiefs pressers. I'll be on the lookout, guys. Hit anything in the chat if anything interesting happens from those Chiefs pressers. Appreciate you hanging out. We got Dancing with the Stars to talk about. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about today, guys. I didn't bring the ping pong balls. Maybe I should have brought the ping pong balls. We could have done some office trick shots. Office trick shots could go hard. Office trick shots could go hard. Start a couple of questions here. Daniel says, hey, Tucker, with the certain teams going nowhere, I think we should trade for Saints defensive end Chase Young or Jets defensive end Jermaine Johnson. And lastly, we should trade for Achan or Breece Hall. What say you? Oh, yeah, you're right, Jacob. That's right. That's right, Jacob. Still dreaming. Thanks for joining us, man. Jacob, you're right. Monday Night Football. I forgot they play on Monday this week. But Daniel, to answer your question, I don't know about trading for a defensive end. Spags is notoriously picky with his defensive ends, so we will see if they bring in a defensive end, which they did a couple times last year with Cam Thomas and they did with Josh Uche. Will they even use them? So I don't know if the trading for the defensive end will necessarily be the call. I think they probably need to call about a running back just because I'm worried they don't have a lot in the room right now, and if there is an injury, I understand Rashard Smith will get more touches, but still, you have Rashard Smith, a rookie, and either one of Kareem Hunt or Isaiah Pacheco. Elijah Mitchell has not been active this year. Jackie Moon said, I forgot until yesterday. Do not love primetime games. I don't really love Monday Night Football games. Kenneth Payne says, when you discuss stats, you should consider the teams that they're playing. The Chiefs are playing tougher schedule, ergo better players. For sure. And Kenneth, we dove into the Jags a little bit yesterday for some research time. Research time yesterday was a little bit of Jags talking about how they haven't played anybody and have looked pretty pedestrian against their nobodies. Even though they have a 3-1 record, those 3-1 games have not been any games that will blow you away. Excuse me. Right, so it's one of those things. Campbell Cook says, I don't know if I've seen George win quickly to generate pressure on his own. How much of his success rate has to do with the defensive blitz call or with good coverage? I think that that those go hand in hand, and I think I kind of touched on that a little bit already. I think those a little bit go hand in hand. Coverage being good, other guys winning, but I was kind of surprised only one of his pressures was under 2.5 seconds. Scott says, am I the only one that hasn't noticed Mike Danna hasn't played the last 2 games? I like Mike Danna, but he's not moving any needles. Scott, you're not the only one, I don't think, dog. I don't think you're the only one that has noticed this about Mike Danna. He did obviously get hurt early in the, Eagles game? He got hurt in the Eagles game? Or the Giants game. He got hurt early in one of those games. I think it was the Giants game. I think he got hurt in the Giants game. And then last week, obviously, he was inactive. So, no reps for Mike Danna. Campbell Cook says, what were the grades for O&L and Gelati against the Ravens? They didn't stand out to me against the Ravens. I don't know. Let me look. Omar. He has 2 R's in his name. Omar, Norman, Lot. Not contract. PFF. Grade. It looks like to me, as I see here, he only has 3 tackles, 1 sack, 1 assist. His 1 sack was sick. 47th in pressures, 36th in batted passes. I believe that's all. He had a. Nope, that's not right. I can't tell you, dude. I don't have it. My bad. Scott said, see, you don't even remember when he was hurt. I mean, that's a great point. That is a great point. It is a tough look for old Mike Danna. Tough look for old Mike Danna. He was also going against Thomas and Ronnie Stanley's backups. That's true. That's true. Also a good point to make. Look, Jackie, I'm with you. Like, I think that there's some context needed when looking at these George Karlaftis numbers. I don't think I still think that, like, he's a fine player. I think he's a fine player, but he's not Brian Burns. He's not a Bosa, right? Like, that's a little bit about Karlaftis. So, is the pass rush elite? No, I don't think so. I think it's really benefiting from the coverage being a lot better than it was for the last 2 years. First 2 games is what I meant. 2 years. I read Jackie's comment of we think for sure he's gone. Scott, yeah, as Seth says, George is a guy. He's just not a dude, and that's okay. For sure. For sure. He's a guy. He's not a dude. That's, I mean, Stout is. Dana. Yeah. I knew what you were saying, Jackie. Probably he's gone next year, right? Let's look up his contract. How about we? Look up the old contract on the old Mike Dana. I need to do better about looking it up first and then putting it on the screen. I mean, they do have an out. They save about $11 million. Is that what they save if they cut him? Is that what that's saying? They save $11 million if they cut him? He's probably gone then, guys. Cut him? Right now, I think if you look at the Chiefs cap for 2026, they should, I think they're over. Yeah, $29 million over the cap right now is what they are. So, I mean, if you cut Mike Dana, that's $11 million. If you cut Jawan Taylor, that's Judas Priest, dude. $20 million. I mean, that right there gets you out of the deficit. Look at that. 31st in dead cap. I think that's probably what you have to do, right? That's probably what you have to do. How many players do they have under contract? 35? There's going to be some work to do. There's going to be some work to do on that one. Gonna be some work to do. Hell yeah! Welcome in, Nick. I don't have the hell yeah button. I've been using the you've been using the cheers button, or the applause button. Who watched Dancing with the Stars? Chat. Let me know if you watched Dancing with the Stars. Let me know if you watched Dancing with the Stars. I'll take an MIZ. Okay, ZOU. Right back to you. ZOU. It's a bye week for the Tigers this week, obviously. But big game coming up against Bama. The Tide are coming to Columbia. The Tide are coming to Columbia next week, and it'll be an 11 a.m. kickoff. It's going to be a big game. Is that focusing on my face? There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking. I watched some of Dancing with the Stars. Hell yeah, Paul. Thank you. Glad that you watched some Dancing with the Stars. Some great performances this week. Oh, we got ball maps today too, guys. We have ball maps. Whoa. That's an interesting one. I just like Derek Huff. Yeah, I didn't realize how much of a GOAT Derek Huff was in Dancing with the Stars. Like, Dancing with the Stars, like, I mean, that dude, his achievements, his accomplishments when it comes to Dancing with the Stars, dude, he's the GOAT. I asked this last night on Twitter who the Dancing with the Stars pro GOAT is. And, man, it is definitely him. I'm not even shocked in the slightest bit that he was born in Salt Lake City. That does not shock me at all. The lowest he ever finished... Here we go, back to research time. The lowest that... this is Derek Huff's YouTube page. Had to tune in to see my girl Topanga and my dude Andy Richter. They both survived. Yeah, they did. What's up, Aaron? Thanks for joining us. They both did survive. Topanga's was good. Topanga's dance was good. I thought it was good. Shout out to Andy. Andy's, that's the spirit of Dancing with the Stars is what Andy Richter's doing. That's the spirit. So I'm glad. Shocking elimination, though. Shocking elimination. Back to Derek Huff, though. Season 4, as a guest instructor, he showed up. And then he was joined the cast as a professional instructor in Season 5. Was paired with Gian Garth. They were eliminated in the semifinals. 4th place. Season 6, the second season he was on. Eliminated from the show, 6th place. That's his lowest finish, by the way. Derek Huff's lowest finish. R-Dubs, what's up? Derek Huff's lowest finish in Dancing with the Stars, 6th place. Season 7, they won. Won Season 7. 5th place, Season 8. Season 9, 4th. Season 10, they won it. That's 2 wins for him now. Season 11, 3. Oh, dude, he went back to back. He went back to back. He didn't participate in Season 12. Was in a movie. Season 13, 3rd. Season 14, 1st place. Won it. Season 15 they did an all-star. That's kind of sick. Runners up. Dude, I mean, like, he's like the GOAT. 4th time he won the mirror ball. It made him the only pro to win 4 mirror balls. Guess what? He won 5. Then he won runner-up. 4th place. 4th place. 6. Made it to the finals and won the competition. Making it 6. Oh, that's Bendy Irwin. Shout out Bendy Irwin. Huff siblings are kind of goated, dude. They kind of are. 6th place. He was then place to go. Oh, I guess I could have just went down here. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this, dude. That's domination. Back to back twice. He's got 2 back to backs. This is some Patrick Mahomes type stuff. This is some Patrick Mahomes type stuff here from old Derek Huff. I mean, dude's a GOAT. Dude's a GOAT Dancing with the Stars. He is the Dancing with the Stars GOAT. All right, I'm gonna take a break. I gotta go pee. So I'm gonna take a break, and then when we come back, I will do ball maps. How about ball maps, guys? We want to do ball maps next? Ball maps coming up right after this. All right, we're gonna take a break. I'll be back. I'm going to go use the facilities, and I will see you after this.
What's up, guys? I'm BJ Kissel, founder and CEO of KC Sports Network, and I'm here to talk to Kansas City businesses. If you rely on technology, you need an IT support team that's not just another vendor, but a true IT partner. That's why I want to introduce you to my friend and neighbor, KJ Miller. He is a VCIO at ThrottleNet, the Midwest's highest rated and most reviewed IT support company. They've been in business for more than 25 years, helping companies stay secure, productive, and ahead of the curve. They aren't just IT support, but they provide data security, IT strategy, and cloud software services. They do it all, and their reviews show they do it better than anyone else. So if you want to hear about how ThrottleNet can help your local business, join the conversation with myself, KJ Miller from ThrottleNet, and our resident genius from KC Sports Network when it comes to IT, at least as he's affectionately known by us, Mr. Craig Stout. Click the link in the description to hear how ThrottleNet can help you.
Chiefs Kingdom, I have got a question for you. What is your favorite touchdown? Well, for me, I can confidently say that my favorite touchdown, it's the next one, because with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, every touchdown could bring you closer to cashing in. From the first touchdown score to anytime touchdown props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. From spreads to money lines, same-game parlays, regular parlays, you want it, DraftKings has got it. Here's the best part. Bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly. I use DraftKings Sportsbook, and you should too. Your team hitting pay dirt pays out to you. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code KCSN. That's code KCSN to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, fees may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bet must win to receive reward. Minimum minus 500 odds required. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Welcome back into the KCSN headquarters here. World headquarters. Welcome back. I gotta get the music back. Hang on, sorry. Make sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you are hanging out and you haven't hit that like button or subscribe button yet. Please do it. Hit the like on the video, helps get this to more people, more people see the stream. Appreciate everybody in the comment section. Scott says, said, here's the best part, Tucker, during the ad read. Stop it. Infinite points of contact. You're right. I gotta have great ball. Have ball. Great ball security. Holy hell. What the hell just happened? Chase Spooler says, Tucker, do you think we trade for a pass rusher? I don't think so, man. I wouldn't put my eggs in that. I would be surprised just because of Specs hasn't necessarily used the pass rushers that they have been traded for, that they've traded for him in the past. Zoom all the way out. You see my setup here, dude. Look at that. Behind the scenes. Mapping balls, Paul. You're right. Ball maps coming up. I gotta get my camera set back up. Gotta give you guys a peek behind the scenes there, where we're cooking out here at the KCSN World Headquarters. Whoop. Is ball maps? Is that a Tobias Funk reference? No, it is not actually. Maybe it is. I don't know. I think Michael came up with it. I don't know if Michael's here today. Michael Blair came up with it. Golly, this thing's touchy, isn't it? I think the answer is they need to draft one. Probably. I don't know if they're going to be in the right position to do that, though, guys. Like, that's the other thing I'm worried about. Luis, ball maps, you're right. All right, let's get to it. Ball maps. Oh, the chat's covering up my key. All right, chat, I got to take you off. Chat's covering up my key. Here we go. Ball maps. Let me pull up. Colby, shout out Colby, tuning in from Italy. Dude, that's nuts. What time is it right there, Colby? Tuning in from Italy, dude. What time is it? What time is it in Italy? Chiefs won't be active in the trade deadline this year. I think they could be for a D-tackle. Or not D-tackle. Holy hell. You guys are throwing me off. For a running back. That'd be it. Yeah, Colby, what part of Italy are you in, dude? 7:37 in the mountains. Whoa. So I'm prime time is what you're saying. You got me on the prime time. That's kind of sick. Shout out. Thank you, Colby. In the mountains. All right, here we go. Let's look at these ball maps here. If you are in the United States, if you are not Colby, sorry, Colby, this doesn't really pertain to you, so I apologize. Colby, do you get like Sunday Ticket? What's the international streaming like? Is it just like Sunday Ticket to watch NFL games? Is that how you watch the Chiefs? Oh, dude, Colby, I bet you prefer the Chiefs to have like a noon game then. Because those late games would be late as hell. All right, ball maps. Looking in the red. Let's look at the red first. Denver at Philadelphia. LOL, they just refused to let the Texans games get shown in Dallas. Pretty much. Dallas. We'll get to that in a second. That's a late game. Just taking a vacation here, but I download a VPN and stream on the NFL. Oh, okay. That makes sense. NordVPN and code KCSN. That makes sense. That's sick, though. I've never been to Italy. Love to go someday. Love to have someone take me someday, Colby. Denver at Philadelphia is in the red. That's what Kansas City and the surrounding areas will get. A lot of the country actually will get Denver at Philadelphia. Makes sense. It's probably I don't know. I don't really. The Broncos are so confusing to me right now, guys. I don't know how you guys feel about the Broncos. They're so confusing to me. In the blue, we got Houston at Baltimore. Houston at Baltimore. I think that makes sense. That's all the division teams for Baltimore. Eagles game started at 2:20 a.m. That's gross. That is gross. And then Houston, obviously. Dallas, they said, hell no, we're not watching. I think they have a Fox early game, probably, I would assume, because these are all early games. Fox is the double this week. CBS is the single. New York Giants at New Orleans. That's kind of straightforward. And then the late games, Tennessee at Arizona. Yep, the division in Indy. That makes sense. And then Tampa Bay at Seattle. Interesting that Vegas is getting that. I wonder if that's because... I wonder if Vegas is getting that just because it's the late game and they have a Fox early game. Let's take a look at the Fox early window. Fox early window. Here we go. Yes. Vegas and Indianapolis plays early. So that makes sense why they're getting the Tampa and Seattle game late, as well as Indy and Tennessee. They're getting that late game as well. Indy's getting the Tennessee game late. It's because the Colts play in the early window on Fox. This is the Fox early window. Indy and Vegas, basically only Indy and Vegas are getting those. Basically, yeah, okay, Scott, yeah, you're right. Because Dallas is playing the early window. Dallas is playing in the early window again. That's why you don't have Dallas getting... they're getting the late game in Tampa Bay, and they're not getting the Houston game. That's why. The red word, which everyone will be watching, is Dallas and Jets. Gross, dude. Gross. This slate is also not very good. You're right. Gross. Holy crap, man. All right, hang on. Let me check this real quick. Who was on the call for that game? Jason Benetti and Greg Olson is Dallas at New York. Vegas and Indianapolis, which is the blue, is Chris Myers and Mark Sanchez. Shout out. Miami at Carolina, which is the green, which is like literally only Miami and only Carolina, which is probably how it should be. Eric Collins and Mark Schlereth on the call for that one. 5 games for Fox this week. I guess I got 5 games for CBS too. Let's go back. Let me go back and talk to you about who's on who games, broadcast wise. Okay, the red, Denver at Philadelphia. That's Nance and Romo. That's your A crew. Houston and Baltimore gets the B crew. Iron Eagle and JJ Watt. The Giants and Saints, which is only New Orleans and only New York. Andrew Catalon and Charles Davis. Tampa Bay and Seattle, the late game, the late window for CBS is Harlan, Trent Green, and Jason McCourty as well. They're throwing Jason McCourty on there. And Tennessee and Arizona is Sparrow Dedes and Adam Archuleta. Use promo code KCSN, Paul. DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's look at the Fox late window. Fox late window. If I can slip it here. There we go. Fox late window. Only 2 games in the late window for Fox. Washington and LA will be the game that most of Missouri will see in the immediate surrounding area of Kansas City. And the other one is Detroit at Cincinnati. Gross, dude. That's gross. Whoops. Detroit at Cincinnati is gross. Washington, LA has Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady. Detroit and Cincinnati has Kevin Kugler and Daryl Johnson. The late game is, I guess, must be America's Game of the Week. Thursday Night Football this week is San Francisco and LA, the Rams. Primetime game, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 Central Time. Minnesota at Cleveland in London. That'll be Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma on the call for that on NFL Network. Sunday night is New England at Buffalo on NBC. Monday night, obviously, Chiefs and the Jags. Chiefs and the Jags. All Monday Night Football. Thursday Night Football saving us was not on my bingo card. Yeah, I mean, that is something. That is something. Nance is fine, but I really like Iron Eagle. Probably my favorite next to Harlan. Iron Eagle's been really good. I do like Iron Eagle. The slate isn't very good, guys. I know that we were kind of talking about that. Slate is not great this week. But look, I would have begged for this slate in August. So, we'll see. There's a little odd Sheridan, Wyoming carve out. And again, oh, I didn't see that. Here? Whoops. Hang on. Sorry. Back to ball maps. Yeah! Hold up. That's a great call. Who called that out? How come I can't find that chat again? Oh, Scott. Shout out Scott. Yeah, there is a little weird Sheridan thing. That's with Detroit and Cincinnati. Detroit at Cincinnati. Okay. Interesting. Let's go back and look at... I think I have some of the other maps. What was the other map last week, guys? Do you remember the other map last week that had the Sheridan little cutout? Look at Nebraska as well. Nebraska's kind of got all carved up on the back end there. I think they want more Lions fans over there? I don't know, dude. Was that week 3? Or no, it was week 4. There. Okay, I found it. This was last week, guys. This was last week's... Oh, is this Fox again? This is Fox again. Interesting. So this was last week. Let me change this overlay so you guys can see the key a little bit better. This was last week's ball map for the Fox window. Fox single, they only had one. Is that Detroit again? Oh, it's Cincinnati. It's Cincinnati twice. It's both Cincinnati games. Right? So this is Fox. Yeah. It's the same cutout, too. Interesting little... Oh. Do you guys see this? Look at these borders. Look at these Fox borders. It kind of breaks down once you get to, like... Well, I don't know. On the border of, like, Montana and Wyoming, it's, like, the same. Right? Isn't that crazy? I'm going from week 4. This is week 4. This is last week. Into this is this week. Last week, still the same cutout of Sheridan, Wyoming. And they're both Cincinnati games. All right. We gotta figure this out. Pro. Oh no. Let's go here. Oh, sorry. Let's go here. All the way to the bottom of this here page. Sorry if I'm giving anyone freaking vertigo. My bad. Players' birthplaces? Yeah. Is that Wyoming, right? Right, chat? Wyoming? Wyoming is what we said that was? Oh no. I've totally screwed the camera up now. Actually, I hit the wrong button. I hit home. I want to go home. Week 2 is the same for Chicago, Detroit. Must be something weird with counties get local affiliates. Could be. Nebraska is due to the Rapid City TV market for Fox. Interesting. Okay. Big Lions fans? Yeah, maybe there. But it was both Lions games, not very... Oh, it was both Lions games. Detroit at Cincinnati. This is this week's, right, guys? Yeah, this is this week's. the green. Cleveland at Detroit. Oh yeah, no, you're right. It's both Detroit games. I wonder if there's some Detroit ties there. It is Wyoming. Okay, here we go. Back to research time. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, guys. We are going to get to the bottom of this. State Wyoming. Logan Wilson. Okay, I guess we need to look at what team they're on. Logan Wilson's on Detroit, is he? No, he's on Cincinnati. But he's from Casper. And this has to be like current guys too. Is this guy on Detroit? No. There's only 2 guys born in Wyoming active in the NFL right now. Neither of them play for Detroit. Is there a coach? Adam Archuleta? Is Archuleta on the call for this one? That's the same Archuleta, right? Hang on, that's the same Archuleta, right? Hang on a second. Is that the same Archuleta? No, he's not. That'd have been nuts if that was the tie, though. Maybe Wyoming College? What up, Scott? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining me. CBS is out of Lincoln, Nebraska for most of Nebraska, so it stayed fairly loyal to the Chiefs. And Lee is saying for Fox that Nebraska is due to Rapid City being the TV market for Fox. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Interesting. That's interesting. Noah Eagle is good also on NBC. I do. Maybe Wyoming College. Let's see. Is that the same Adam Archuleta? He's also on CBS. Yeah, it is. How crazy would that have been if that was the tie? Who's on the call? Actually, let's look at this chat. Let's see who is on the call for both of those games. Let's see if it's the same person, right? Daryl Johnson is on the call for this one. Okay, let's go to week. Week 4. We're going to get to the bottom of this chat. Look up U.S. television media markets. Okay, I'll do that in a second. I just want to see if this is the same guy on the call. Jonathan Vilma. No, okay. I'll look up TV markets and then we'll come back to it. But we gotta get back to this ball map, dude. That is so interesting. I don't know if there's any Wyoming colleges up there, dude, Jackie. I don't know if there is. There's obviously UW, which is in Laramie, but Laramie, Wyoming map. UW is so much further down. What's up? Yeah, it's okay. BJ Kissel. We're talking about map of Wyoming. The map of Wyoming. Look up TV markets. There's a really interesting. Do I have it's ball maps? Yeah, I've got a graphic for it. Yeah. It's ball maps. Yeah, duh, ball maps. All right, sounds good. Buffalo. Oh. We're gonna take Dancing with the Stars. That's next. Buffalo is also up there by Sheridan. Let's look up. What are we looking up? TV markets, right? Sorry for the intermission. TV. Yeah. U.S. TV markets. We probably want a map, right? U.S. TV market map. U.S. TV market map. I mean, is that up to date? Oh, I think so. All right, Chad. Oh, Chad. I think we might have found something. I think we're on something. Oh, that is so crazy. That is so crazy. All right, Chad. We figured it out. Chad, we figured it out. I'm excited to show you guys this. All right, shout out Lee. Lee, shout out Lee. Nope, wrong button. Shout out Lee. Shout out Lee.
Tell me something good.
Nikki, what's up? Search JUCO. This is, I will say this. Lee was on it. I know I just played a bunch of sound effects. That's because Lee was on it. Whoops, open a new tab. That's because Lee was actually 100% correct. Let's, back to research time. Detective Lee on the case! Detective Lee on the case! Look at this. We see a little bit of Sheridan, Wyoming right there. You see that Sheridan, Wyoming? It says, do I need to zoom in more, chat? Let me know if I need to zoom in more. Can I zoom in more? Oh yeah, hell yeah, I can do it. There it is. There's our little nugget right there. That's the nugget that we've been trying to find out. It's part of Rapid City. It is part of Rapid City. That is so interesting. It is like not close to Rapid City though. And this is kind of crazy. This little county right here. That is part of Denver. Huh. W Lee for sure. Way to go, Detective Lee. W's in the chat for Lee. W's in the chat for Lee. Even though my local CBS first listed the Bears game, they did show the Chiefs. Oh, good. This Kansas City area, there's obviously Joplin, Pittsburgh, St. Joseph has a little bit of an area. Springfield as well. But like all these are going to get the Chiefs. Man, okay. When you like compare these on top of, like put these on top of each other, guys. When you like put those on top of all of these maps. Ooh, maybe we can find this out too. Remember we had dude, I don't know how it's a part of Rapid City. It doesn't make any sense to me. Remember when we went down the New Orleans parishes last week? That's what we were staring at. That we needed this parish right here. Okay, those are all Northern Guam, U.S. Virgin Islands. That's crazy, guys. Shout out Lee. Shout out Lee. There's that one county in Missouri that's a part of the Des Moines area. Is that Grundy County, Missouri? No, it's not. I lived in Grundy County, Missouri. Shout out Grundy County. Shout out Grundy County. Oh, yeah, that's true. It is a part of Des Moines. I didn't know that, though. Thank you. BJ likes the hat. BJ Kissel, everybody. BJ Kissel. I turned the game up on the
map.
Yeah. We're looking at counties.
Get what sort of map? Like what?
Okay, so ball
Not
maps.
the redistricting?
No,
Getting
no,
political here?
no. So ball
Expect
maps.
a lot more engagement than posts.
Chad, let me know how the audio is, Chad. I turned up the gain, so like I think you should be able to hear us.
Or is this one on?
That's not plugged in.
That's the problem. I don't have to screw this up.
No, it's okay.
I had a meeting at 1:30 with Mr. Kevin Flaherty.
Oh yeah.
Tacos for life. I will be eating tacos very soon.
I'm jealous.
Jealous.
Okay,
Too
so
close, I gotta bring it on in.
yeah.
Ooh.
So what we were doing here? That's all my
I changed. I almost came over here like all dressed up because I had TV this morning.
So this is what we're looking at here, BJ. So this right now is a TV markets of the United States. Because we had a question about a ball map over here. If you look here, that is Sheridan, Wyoming. Just in the middle of all that game has another game. You're just looking at it here. That looks weird, right? Shout out to Lee 87 was on this one, and then we saw this cutout and we said, hey, last week they also had a weird cutout for Fox. That's odd. So then Lee says, "Hey Tucker, look up a map of the TV markets."
Okay.
And we look up and we find that little cutout in Wyoming up over here.
Part of Rapid City.
Part of Rapid City. And it is several counties away of Rapid City.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
That's right where we were driving to. My mind is going because that's right where we stayed in Wall. We went to Mount Rushmore. Like that's all got to be up in that area because you stay in Rapid City.
Yeah. Yep.
And then head south-ish.
Yeah.
Like 30 miles, and then you run into like everything built around that.
That's crazy. So, I mean, shout out Lee for finding that, for hunting that one down.
That is very strange.
Scott says,
Let's call somebody from that area. Maybe something the locals all know.
yeah.
You know, like this is pretty common knowledge around here.
Scott
Kind of
says,
like the Tonganoxie split. If anybody that grew up in the Stillwell-ish area, you've heard of the Tonganoxie split.
it's true. Scott says we do research here because we're a nice scholarly podcast. It's true. We do. We do a lot of research here on the podcast. We have a whole research time. Lower third. So I mean we dig into it.
You got everything covered.
What was the other thing that we talked about? Oh, Derek Huff is Dancing with the Stars domination. He's insane.
Is it him and his sister? Is she one?
Him and his
Is that,
sister.
did I
What? Yep.
Make that up? No.
She's
He's
the
been
host.
doing this for a while.
Yeah, he's won like 6 championships.
Shout out that guy for being in shape because I took 20 minutes of ground balls last night and I can barely move my body. But
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
I'm getting ready to go play in a men's senior baseball national championship tournament in Arizona.
That's huge.
Shout out KC Hustlers.
KCSN.
I had to go pitch and play middle infield, which I have not done since I was like 13, mind you. Yeah, go to Arizona for a week. I gotta figure out how to do 10 things from Arizona.
I think you'll be able to figure it
But
out.
we got a really, like an 8-bedroom mansion.
That's
There's a
gonna
whole
suck.
bunch of us from Kansas City going.
Whoa,
So,
this thing's touchy.
shout out. I don't know if any of. Yeah. Shout out Casey Hustlers, the team.
Shout out to KCSN.
Shout out David Vaughn, Jason Kander, Dean Hopkins, Danny Hathaway, Lee Urban, Ryan Cord.
Scott says when BJ shows up with an arm sling, we know why.
Yeah. Better chance give me my left calf. Remember I've complained that it's actually been hurting randomly?
Uh-oh.
And like I pulled it a long time ago and
Gonna get
never-
Achilles pop? We're gonna do a
A
little
couple
Kevin
of
Durant.
man is what I gotta do.
Yeah.
I gotta give him a pretext. Like, hey, I'm gonna be calling you soon. I went pitched like 2 months ago and it still hurts. So that's not a great sign. I think I have enough scar tissue built up that if I
Yeah.
wait long enough, I can go one time, as good as once as I ever was.
That's all you asked for. Yeah. Who sang that song? Toby Keith, maybe? R.I.P. Toby
He
Keith.
died.
Oh yeah. That's last year, I think. I'm pretty sure Toby Keith died. Yeah.
News to me.
Yep. 2024 actually. Is it 2025? Yeah, it's 2025. Okay. All right, chat. I think that might do it. Yeah, R.I.P. We got an R.I.P. in the chat from Jackie.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody hanging out. Paul, appreciate you. Scott,
Scott,
Nikki,
I will have my arm in a sling. Good chance.
Luis, W's. Lee said he's glad he can help. Lee, I'm glad you were here. Lee, if you weren't here, we wouldn't know what to do. We would all be still wondering about Sheridan, Wyoming, and that's not something that we need. So appreciate you, Lee.
Things like all city services have to like skip over a county.
That's just the
Just the
broadcast
team.
map, but
Maybe it's like a national park. Maybe that whole area is protected. They can't.
well, it's interesting. That part is like part of
Part of-
Denver, is what it says. It's like this broadcast area is Denver, and this is Rapid City. But like at least it's kind of like adjacent to another Denver area, right?
No, there's a gap in there. You can see it.
Yeah, there is. But it is really interesting. How come Casper doesn't have more of this, right?
You get to the bottom of this and tune in tomorrow for the answer.
Right. But it makes a lot more sense when you see this map. Also, why is Palm Springs like? That's weird.
Part of Vegas.
Yeah, it's like part of Vegas. That's weird. It's like when you put these maps like side by
They
side.
break up Hawaii. Or is that's Alaska?
Alaska, yeah. Fairbanks, Anchorage, and Juneau, and then Honolulu
different-
is all of it. Yeah, they got 3 different ones. Wow. Fairbanks got a lot of land, but I don't know if there's a lot of people in that land.
Yeah.
It's also interesting that Anchorage is just like everything else except the middle of the state in Juneau. Like, I mean, when you look at this map and you compare it to like the mall map, right, of like where the games are like broadcasting, like it makes a lot more sense, which is probably how it's supposed to be. Okay, there we go. United States television markets right there. That's crazy. Oh, I always forget how big of a city Wichita is. That's probably my own ignorance and not knowing much about Wichita. We got Wichita's own in the building. Derby High School alone. No, that's not true. Which one did,
Nick?
Yeah, but which one did...
Mays or Derby?
Oh, he went to Mays. That's the one that...
The big ones.
Yeah. He went to the same... He's the most famous graduate of Mays.
But is Derby part of Wichita? Like,
I think it's his own thing, but...
it's like Overland Park is to KC.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for Wichitans if that's ignorant.
Yeah.
I know it's on the outside though.
I'm always constantly surprised by how big Wichita is. It's like the second largest city in Kansas, isn't it? Behind Kansas City.
Yeah. I mean, how much of Kansas City is in Kansas?
Well, here we go.
There we go. Overland Park.
Largest poop. That's funny. Relations.
Overland Park keeps getting bigger.
Kansas. That is true. It's like Independence.
It's still Wellian.
Independence is the fourth largest city in Missouri.
Yeah, but it's like the DMA.
Wichita's actually Wichita's number one. This is in 2023.
Overland Park.
Overland Park, and then Kansas City.
Third. Olathe.
Olathe, booming. Look at that. Look at that change. Up 4%.
Yeah, like Olathe, Lenexa, and Overland Park are just kind of like.
Yeah.
For me,
it's all semantics.
Shawnee and Lenexa. I can't tell you which one's which.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair.
And I grew up not far.
Prairie Village is 19. That's not very big land mass wise, though, right?
Salina? I thought Emporia would be a little higher.
Yeah. Leavenworth.
Junction City.
Do they count the jail population? Probably not, right?
No. Because it's not like they're.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's like they're not paying taxes, but if they're working, they gotta make money.
Yeah, they do.
They got signs and stuff, right?
They do. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how jail works. I've never been, but
Come on, up to date on
70. You only have 73 cities in Kansas. That can't be right.
it. That have at least 4,000 people.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense. When you thought gerrymandering maps looked weird. That's true. When you thought the gerrymandering maps looked weird, just look at a broadcast map.
Fact.
All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys very much. Thank you guys. I will be back tomorrow. Jackie Moon, great stream as always.
That's not what I was pointing at. There's one below that.
Nikki did just get here. So shout out Nikki. Nikki's always in the chat. Shout out Nikki. Shout out Scott. Shout out Jackie. Deshaun, appreciate you hanging out, man. I don't have my hell yeah button. What's up?
For the people that are watching. Going to meet with Kevin Flaherty at Tacos for Life because Tacos for Life is doing a high school team of the month.
Oh,
We're gonna
nice.
show up and give tacos away.
That's sick.
For
They're gonna
high
go
school
talk to
teams.
us. ZOU Pie Desert.
Kevin's in charge of it.
Kevin's the man.
Kevin's awesome.
Kevin is the man.
Kevin Ryan, verbal commitment. UNC high school football.
All right, appreciate you guys. I wrote out to Batchelder, actually. Yeah, we got a lot of Mizzou. I've cultivated my fan base here. It's a lot of Mizzou fans in this chat. It's good. Going on to Batchelder.
Mizzou channel.
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
The whole show's gonna be about Mizzou.
Not a bad idea. I wonder what. I think I might go to the pigs. I might get in the pig pen this time. We'll see what happens at Batchelder. But going out to Batchelder here in a little bit, actually.
You overcame your fear of holding the chicken.
Yeah, it hit me in the face.
Did you go see Chickadee, the quail that McKenna named?
Yeah, he did say quails. They got a lot of different farm animals out there.
Yeah. They had baby buffalo. Have they gotten bigger?
Bigger Ed.
How much
yeah.
bigger do they get?
I mean, they're like half a ton. The males are, but the females are significantly smaller than the males. But the chief is a big boy. I don't know if you were out there when Ashley was. Ashley is feisty. She'll jab step you.
Yeah.
Whoa. Right into the
Yeah.
fence. She didn't care.
Yeah.
She just go.
I do know which one you're talking about. McKenna got jumped behind me.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah,
First time
there's
I-
hot behavior out there.
But yeah, there's tons of stuff out there. I'll be out there. All right, I think that's gonna do it. Actually, for real this time. Appreciate everybody hanging out, everybody watching. So for BJ Kissel, I'm Tucker Franklin. I will see you guys tomorrow.